Morning students, in this lesson we are going to see the continuation of electrochemistry, unit number 9. Today we are going to learn part 2, molar conductivity and equivalent conductance. Molar conductivity and equivalent conductance. Now I'll give a small recap about our section for previous class. What we have learned in previous section. First, a conductivity. The conductivity is nothing but reciprocal of resistant. This resistance is inversely proportional to or directly proportional to the conductivity. Okay, the both are having a correlation. While we are increasing a resistivity, conductivity will be increasing, resistivity will be low. The resistivity will be increasing, the conductivity is low. Okay, the reciprocal relationship between the conductivity and resistivity. Now we are going to learn today learning objectives: molar conductivity, then factors affecting the electrolytic conductance, then equivalent conductors. The three major topics we are going to learn this video. First one, molar conductivity. What is meant by molar conductivity? How it's occur? Molar conductivity is a conductance. Molar conductivity is a conductance property of the solution containing a 1 mole of electrolyte. 1 mole of electrolytes, or a function of the ionic strength of the solution or concentration of the salt. Okay, whether you can having the one chamber, I add a water for 1 liter, I add a some quantity of the salt. We do a reactions, we get a product. But this is not a correct manner. Actually, we have a chamber, we are having a 1 liter of water, we having a measurable quantity of the substances, the solute. So what happening that solution and solute and solvent is making a perfect solution, perfect electrolytic solution. This perfect electrolytic solution is helpful to find out the exact conductivity of the solution. Okay, so now from previous slide we have learned what is meant by resistance, what is meant by conductivity. In this video we are going to the in-depth, we are going to learn the mole level. Whether your solution is containing a 1 mole of electrolyte, what happening? Okay, the molar conductivity of electrolyte solution is defined as its conductivity divided its molar concentration. What is the formula of molar conductivity? Lambda m is equal to k by c. Lambda m is equal to k by c. So what is the SI unit of this one? What is the SI unit of in your formula? No derivation will be occurring. No derivation is needed. Better you can understand what is the exact definition for the exact SI unit for the molar conductance. Siemens meter squared per mole. Siemens meter squared per mole. This is the exact SI unit of the molar conductance. This is the exact unit of the molar conductance. So, molar conductivity is defined as the conducting power of all the ions produced by dissolving 1 mole of an electrolyte in a solution. This is the important word. All the ions produced by dissolving 1 mole of electrolyte in solution is denoted as lambda, but the solution is contains 1 gram per mole of the electrolyte. Therefore, the measured conductance will be called a molar conductivity. Okay. The molar conductivity is defined as the conductivity of the electrolytic solution in 1 molar concentration. You can simply understand conductivity of the molar conductivity is defined as the conductivity of the electrolyte solution by 1 mole concentration. Okay, I can give the SI unit also. Okay, you can understand what is meant by molar conductance. Molar conductance will be happening 1 mole of solution. So in previous slide we have learned the molar concentration. So only 1 mole. But now we are going to see the different mole concentration. 1 mole, 2 mole. 3 mole. What is the conductance we are getting with the help of potentiometer? The molar conductivity of the both weak and strong electrolyte increases with an increasing in concentration or dilution. Okay. We know that the molar conductivity is the conductivity offered by the 1 mole of ion. Even after dilution, we are still considering some of the unit of moles of ions. But however, the increase the dilution result, the dissociation of more electrolyte into the ion effectively increase the number of the active ions in the solution. So a simple concept, while we are increasing the dilution, we are getting a more amount of the conductance at a certain level increase dilution only. These active ions impact more conductivity. Okay, so you can simply identify why we are having a 1 mole of solution. In better you are bring into the 0.5 mole, increasing the dilution 0.5 mole. Like that we are gradually decreasing the electrolyte and we are increasing the dilution. What happened finally? The conductivity will be more because the moment of ion will be more. The space of the ions to ion will be more. The easily moving from the one end to another end very fastly. So the fast random movement will be occurring. The electricity will be protecting very fastly. You can understand increasing a concentration, decreasing a conductivity, and decreasing a concentration, increasing the conductivity, particularly molar conductivity. The conductivity or specific conductivity is a measure the ability to electrolytic conductance. I already said in previous video also. You can remember it. Then molar conductance. So molar conductance, you know that lambda m is equal to kappa into V. V is nothing but volume of the solution. So volume of the solution is nothing but we are going to identify the solution as a molarity because mole concentration. Okay, molarity is equal to number of moles of the solute divided by volume of the solution. You know that on this and all you are reading in your 11th standard also. Then therefore the solution containing 1 mole of solute is equal to 1 by m moles liter per mole. Okay, 1 by m liter. So 1 by m liter per mole means this is a molar concentration m into per liter per meter square because V is equal to mc square. The simple, this is a unit one, you can understand this. The copper unit is Siemens per meter into 10 to the power minus 3 molar solution, and we are simply I am introducing here conductance. That nothing I can tell here. Simply I am introducing here conductance of copper value Siemens square. The above relative relationship defined as the molar conductance in terms of the specific conductance of a certain concentration of the electrolyte. So small calculation is there. You go through this video, you can understand this one. See, calculate the molar conductance. They are given as a mole value. Then the temperature and then calcium chloride as a electrolyte. The specific conductance of calcium chloride also they are given. Okay. So we know that one lambda m is equal to this we are getting from the molar conductance formula. I am going to simply substituting this one from a calcium chloride is a electrolyte. So conductance depends upon the electrolyte. Then the mole value 0.025. I am simply substituting here this mole, the Siemens per meter and meter square get cancelled. We get here 112.04 into 10 to the power minus 2. This 10 to the power minus 3. Here we can write instead of 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 2. 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 2. This 2, this 3 will be cancelled. This 2 and 3 will be cancelled, and we can add this 2. Okay. Now I'm going to explain clearly. So what happened? The electrolyte solution value, they are simply substituting here. Okay, this meter, this get cancelled. Okay, what happened? I'm going to write simply. I'm remove this one. I can take this one. I can add it 10 to the power minus 2. 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 2. Instead of this, I can write this one. Okay, what happened? This 2 and this 3 will be cancelled. We can get here 10 to the power minus 1. Okay, then 12.04 into 10 to the power this 1 and 2 10 to the power minus 3, then Siemens meter square per mole divided by 10 2.5. 2.5. Finally we divide this one, we can get this answer. Okay, so in your previous slide we are fully learned about the molar conductance and then how to going to calculate the molar conductance of the solution. Now we are going to see that equivalent conductance. So molar conductance is nothing but 1 mole of solution, but equivalent conductance is nothing but 1 gram of the solution. 1 gram of a solution. See, 1 gram equivalent weight of electrolyte as act as a solute. 1 gram equivalent weight of a electrolyte is act as a solute. One gram equivalent weight of electrolyte is in conductivity cell which electrolytes and 1 meter apart. Okay, that is happening in 1 meter solution only. 1 meter apart. The relationship between equivalent conductance and specific conductance is given below. See, they are mentioning as a mole, but we are mentioning as a gram equivalent. Okay, then where the K is a specific conductance, N is a normality. N is a concentration of the electrolytic solution expressed in normality. So you can understand fully the molar conductance, resistance, mole conductance and equivalent conductance. But here also some of the factors are affecting the conductance. What are the factors? The nature of the ion, whether they are having a big charge, the slow charge. Big charge and slow charges depends upon the size of the atom. So okay. The velocity which ions move towards the electrode carrying the electrical current varies according to their nature. The velocity of the ions directly proportional to charges and velocity of the ion inversely proportional to the size. Okay. So the size is big means the speed will be low. Velocity is nothing but movement of one end to another end. Okay. Whether we are having a big ball like a tennis ball, we are hit it in a wall, it took a time to return. But we can having a small cricket ball, you are going to hit it in a wall, throw a wall, that will be reflected very easy. Like that, depends upon the size of the ion also having the capacity to affect the conductance. The very small ion, we are getting a very fast movement. A very big ion is getting a very slow movement. Okay. Then temperature of the solution. While we are making as a solution, normality, molarity solution, the temperature get reduced. You take a sulfuric acid, we are making as a 1 mole solution, the temperature the exothermic reaction will be happening. That also increases the conductance. The increases the conductance. So finally we can't able to find out the exact conductance of the substances. Then the size of the ions, larger size, smaller will be its a conductance. So smaller size, larger conductance. The movement will be very fast. The nature of the solvent and viscosity. Viscosity is nothing but a density. You take a normal water, you take a honey. Which one is viscous? Honey is a high density comparatively water. Like the solvent get like a watery mass, is conductivity will be greater. The viscosity marker like a honey, that will be conductivity will be lesser. The greater the polarity of the solvent. Polarity is nothing but easily soluble in water. The greater the conductance, greater the viscosity, lesser will be the conductance. Okay. Then concentration of the solution. This concentration also, the viscosity of the somewhat correlate. Okay. The concentration of the solution, higher concentration solution, lesser the conductance because the ions are tightly held together. So only I said the molar conductance, we are diluting a more and more, we getting a high conductor. So high conductance, the conductance will be very low for higher concentration. The temperature is also one of the important factor to affecting the electrolytic conductions, and increasing the temperature, dissociation of ion, the conductance also increasing. So we are giving some of the heat to the chamber, the conductance also increasing. These are the substance we have these are the factors affecting to the conductance. Okay. So recap what we have learned this lesson. What is meant by molar conductivity? We are using a 1 mole of electrolyte, that is called a molar conductivity. What is the conductivity formula? Lambda m is equal to equivalent conductance. 1 gram of the substance we are added here. What are the factors affecting the electrolytic conductance? Nature of this ion, size, temperature, concentration and density. Density is nothing but viscosity. Thank you, students.